Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's my first video. I've had some friends that have requested that I do this and want to kind of see how I do my makeup and go from this crazy nonsense to a full face of glam, and I'm going to keep it very simple. Everything I will be using today you can get at the drugstore, so Walmart, Walgreens, Ulta. I do purchase most of my things from Ulta just because of the reward system, but yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous. I've been wanting to do YouTube for years, and today I'm deciding to just kind of dip my toe into that world and see how it goes. Excuse my crazy hair, it does not like me today. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to clip it back so we don't get any makeup into it. And I have already got my brows done. I will do a separate video later on how I do my brows, if anyone is interested in that. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to start on our eyes today. I wish I could zoom you in closer. I don't have that ability to yet. So grab my palette. Today I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Vitality. You can get this at Ulta for $7. It is a knockoff of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance, which is a lot more expensive. It's like $42, I believe. So we are going to do a very simple eye look with just this palette only. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a flat brush like this. It's just a big flat kind of paddle eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to use this to set all over my eyes. I think I'm going to go in with this first shade. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it, but not a ton. And we're just going to apply that all over the lid to give us a nice little base to start with. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with a blending brush. I like these that are kind of long and fluffy. Ulta has some from like Real Techniques, Morphe, just any kind of fluffy blending brush. And we're going to go into this shade here, this kind of light sandy color, and just put that right in the crease. And just use windshield wiper motions to do it. And then I kind of do some circle motions as well. However you want to do this is just going to give us a nice little transition color to work all of our other shadows into. Okay, and then using that same brush, I'm going to go into this kind of reddish pink color here, just very lightly, and apply that right into the crease as well. Kind of deepen that crease up. Okay. And then now I'm going to go in with a little round brush. Any shadow brushes you have, you can make them work to do this. I'm going to go into this darker maroon shade and just apply that to the outer corner of the eye, just to give some dimension and slightly bring it in through the crease, focusing more on that outer corner. Picked up the wrong shade. My suggestion to you is keep a washcloth, an old washcloth or something like that next to you, and if you accidentally pick up the wrong color, you can just swish your brush on there and get that color off and don't have to worry about it. Okay, and then using that same brush, we're going to go into this dark brown here and just kind of focus that right on the corner as well. I'm going to deepen this up just a little. Okay. I know this is several colors all kind of at once, but it all kind of works together, blends together, and just adds a lot of fun to this look. Okay, so then we're going to go in with a nice big fluffy brush and just kind of blend out any harsh edges and kind of blend those colors into each other. Okay. Now then, with a nice little flat shader brush, this is the Wet n Wild brush, we are going to go into this kind of champagne color here. We're going to pack that all over the lid, on the inner half of the lid, I should say. And if you have setting spray, you can also use water, lick your brush, whatever, just kind of dampen your brush a little bit. And that's really going to make the eyeshadows pop a little bit more. See how much more blinding that is once you dampen that brush. Okay. So this look is going to be great for proms, for weddings, just for a nice simple office look. If you aren't allowed to wear like super crazy makeup, this is great for date night. This is a perfect day to night look no matter what. Okay, so now we're going to go back in with our fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take this darker orangey brown up here and just kind of go right along top of that crease and blend that out really nice so we don't have any harsh edges. Okay, so the eyeshadow is done. And now we're going to do some eyeliner and mascara. And the eyeliner I'm going to use today is going to be this NYX Faux Black in Oxblood. These are, I want to say $2 or $3 at Ulta. They're very affordable, and NYX always has sales, buy one get one half price. So look for a sale and you can get these very inexpensive. I do believe some Targets have started selling NYX and some Walgreens as well. So just keep your eye out and you can usually get a really great deal on these. So we're just going to go right into the waterline. Now you can skip the waterline if you are not comfortable with putting a pencil in your eye. I have been doing this since high school. I used to be able to do it on a school bus, so it's kind of no biggie to me anymore. Okay, and then we're also going to take that right along the lower lash line. And just bring it into right where your natural lashes stop. And there we go. Eyeliner is on. Now the only thing I'm going to use that is not Drugstore is my mascara. My Drugstore mascara up and vanished. Couldn't tell you where it went. So, oh no wait, I do have one Drugstore mascara. This is the Maybelline Great Lash. Everyone and their mom and their grandma has probably had this mascara at some point in their lives. It's great. It's iconic. So we're just going to put this on real quick. And I'm going to use my little handheld mirror for this. Yes, I make very odd faces when I'm doing my makeup sometimes, so ignore that. I am trying not to have open fish face on this video, but it happens. Okay, so mascara is done. Just really nice, simple, natural. And now for foundation. Today, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics liquid foundation, Naturally Flawless. This was $7 or $8 at Ulta. I'm obsessed with it. So we are going to, and if you're wondering, I am in the shade Rosy Beige. We're just going to dot this all over the face. And this is a very full coverage foundation, so if you don't like full coverage, you can use any foundation that you prefer, but I like a heavier foundation. That is just personal preference for me. And then we're going to take our Beauty Blender. This is the Real Techniques sponge. I love this sponge so much. And we are just going to blend that out. Now, if you are a beginner and you are new to all of this, when you are using a Beauty Blender, do not drag it. You want to pounce it. And that's going to really press the product into the skin and give you that nice, flawless finish. Now, if you wanted to do your foundation first and then do your eyes, that is perfectly okay. That's how I did mine for a very long time, and then I've kind of switched it up lately, and I still go back and forth of doing the face first and then the eyes and just kind of playing around with it. And now we're going to go with concealer. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer, and I am in the shade C3. We are just going to put this under our eyes in a nice little triangle. And this is also a full coverage concealer, but it does not feel heavy on the skin. And then we're going to take it up our nose, and then just a little bit on the forehead and the chin and the Cupid's bow to kind of brighten things up a little. And then just take that same sponge and blend it in. And I like to use the pointed end to do under my eyes because it just gets right into that corner so much better. Okay. And now a step that some people love, some people don't. It is totally up to you. You can just sweep a pressed powder all over your face if you want to. I prefer to bake my face, and that's what we're going to do. This is the Makeup Revolution baking powder in Lace. And I just get a cap from another powder and pour it into here so that we can really dip our sponge into that. And we're going to use that same dampened beauty sponge. Sometimes this stuff does not like me and does not want to come out. Ooh, now I got too much. Okay. So we're just going to take our sponge, dip it into the powder, and apply that right under the eyes. Anywhere that you put that concealer is where you're going to bake. You're going to leave this on for just a couple of minutes. And this really helps to brighten up the skin and lock that concealer in. Baking, basically the heat from your face is going to melt the powder into your skin and just give you a wonderful, flawless finish. And you don't have to use this much. I go a little crazy on my powder. Okay, so just gonna let that sit for a minute, and then we're gonna take a big fluffy brush. If I do my face before I do my eyes, then I will leave my bake on the entire time I do my eyeshadow so that any fallout I can catch onto the powder and just brush it away. If not, then I just let it sit for a few seconds, And then just take a big fluffy brush. This is Wet n Wild's powder brush. And just brush off the excess powder. And then we're going to swirl our brush into the powder and just lightly set the rest of our face. Okay. Now then, my favorite part, contouring. I'm just going to do a simple contour, easy peasy, anyone can do. This is the NYX HD Blush in Taupe. This is from, you can find this at Ulta. And then I'm going to use this Jumbo Fan Brush. It is super thick. Real Techniques has one. Eco Tools has one. This one is a crown brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm. So I'm just going to lightly dip it into the powder, tap off the excess. And then I like to make like a kiss face or a fish face and just go where that natural line is, where the natural shadow would hit your face. I'm going to start up by the ear, the top of the ear, and just bring it down. So you kind of carve out those cheekbones, and then makes your face look a little skinnier, a little more definition, and then also take that around the hairline. It's kind of, if you're like me and you have a giant forehead, make that a little smaller. And then I also like to take this under the jaw to kind of hide my double chin. I like to do this. Yeah, y'all just got to see the double chin. That's a very vulnerable look at me. And then I take a smaller little brush, any kind of, this is from a Wet n Wild palette, but just any little small brush, and do just a little bit on the nose. So basically just down both sides where that shadow would naturally be. And then a little on the tip. And that is it for a nice, simple, subtle contour. And if it looks a little too much to you, you can always take your sponge and go in and just kind of blend it a little bit out. And now we're going to go in with bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this is in the shade Bronzer. And they have it in 4 or 5 other shades now, and it smells like the beach in a compact. It is amazing. And I just take a big fluffy brush. Any big fluffy brush will do. This was from a holiday set a couple years ago, and I absolutely love it. And we are just going to, kind of where we put our contour, we're going to warm up the skin. So it looks like we've got a nice, healthy glow. And this is not early 2000. I'm not going to go snooky on you. So I did finally learn how to use bronzer the proper way. And now into some blush. And these have been my favorite blushes as of late. These are the Makeup Revolution blush palettes. In Hot Spice is this one right here. And then we have Sugar and Spice, which is this one. And I think today I'm going to go in with Hot Spice. And these were $7, I believe, at Ulta as well. So I'm going to take my Wet n Wild blush brush. And we're going to go into this shade right here. Any blush shade that you like. And just kind of lightly dust that on the apples of your cheeks. And that is that. And now we're going to go into highlight. And we're actually going to use the highlighter out of the same blush palette. And it's got these 2 highlighters on this side. And we're just going to kind of dip into both of them. And just apply that right at the top of your cheekbones where the light would naturally hit your face. And I love a blinding highlight. These are really not like blinding. They're a more natural, subtle highlight, but these are very pretty if you're just getting into it. Down the bridge of the nose and right on the Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take an angled shadow brush, and this is from e.l.f. We're going to dip right into that highlighter and put it right under the brow bone. And then right into the inner corners. Okay, I'm going to pause you for just 1 second. I'll be right back. And we are back. Sorry about that. Had a message. And now we're going to finish off the look with some lipstick. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink in the shade Amazonian. These are about $7 or $8 at Walmart. And there you have it, a very simple everyday look that anyone can accomplish. I'm going to take these clips out of my hair. So that is that. And there is the finished look. So hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, comment down below what video you want to see next, and I will try to film that for you. Excuse my background and all of that. I am going to be working on getting a better setup for you, so that you can enjoy my videos just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So, and then hopefully get a way that I can get a little bit more up close as I'm filming. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.